Okay, seems to be working. Yes, very good. So today I thought, well, let's see, what was like this sort of impetus for this? It's on Zulip, and they've recently renamed, they have this batteries stream, which used to be, I think, the STD4 stream. So basically that this library has gotten renamed to batteries. It seems like it will be seems like it will like now be a sort of that it describes like the CS library, by which I think they mean like libraries for sort of, basic programs and algorithms that you might need when using a language sort of day to day. The thing that I saw was that, right, they changed the name. So there was some post that was saying that now that the name has been changed, stream events. Now that the name has been changed, the next time that anyone updates a project, they're going to like experience someone telling them to change the name of where's the post that I read? Maybe it's this one? There was something that said that when I update my project, I need to like change any instances of STD to batteries. Okay, maybe we should just like, I mean, the point is I saw something in this thread or in one of these like 20 threads that indicated to me that I needed to maybe it would be best to just sort of update things now. That way I won't get confused later when I update and it starts telling me, oh no, you updated and now now like things have to change and I wouldn't know what was going on. Okay, so I have a few like old like changes. What is actually here? I think the point is that I added this new file. Maybe I can go and look a little bit more at this file after. Yeah, this is presumably related or something. So I'm just going to add all of these. And I'm going to say something like these are commits related to adding type 1 structure. So I'm just going to commit that. And now I would like to upgrade. So like upgrading that, and presumably there's also like a whole bunch of like if I search for, if I go to like the math part where I have all of my 2MATLAB things, there's presumably a whole bunch of like pull requests, some of which might now be merged, that I should see about using. So lots of great reasons to try and upgrade this project. So let's attempt to do that. Update dependency. MATLAB. Yes, this one. This command will update MATLAB to its most recent version. It is only intended to be used by maintainers of this project. Well, I'm a maintainer of this project, yes. The updated version of MATLAB is incompatible with any other dependency or the code in this project. This project may not successfully build anymore. Are you sure you want to proceed? I guess I am. I mean, I don't know, you're making me nervous. Let's proceed and see what happens. Updating MATLAB dependencies. Like, I mean, if I go to the lake file, presumably the nature of what just happened is MATLAB is it's the main dependency here. The lake File configuration changed. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Cannot update dependency. Makefile.toml. Package configuration has errors. Yeah, it couldn't just be easy, could it? Lake update mathlab. Unexpected identifier. Like it's complaining about ASOP. Do I need to is the problem that I need to like restart Lean, because until I restart Lean, it's going to think that there's a problem, and then after I restart Lean, it's not going to think there's a problem? Okay, I restarted. I feel like I restarted, so maybe if I go to, let's go over here somewhere. Busily processing, it says. Okay, so it seems like it's processing things. Very good. This is cool. Okay, let me just like make sure of the manifest. I'm definitely seeing the letters STD, which is not optimistic. mathlib4.get. Let me just like check what the current commit hash of mathlib is. $29.4FF. Well, that's not it. Let me like try to go through the update process again. Whoa. What? Oh, I must have clicked. Sorry. Close window. Okay, so but from over here, if I update dependency, mathlib is the only dependency I have. Yeah, see, it wants to take it to 294FF. That looks right. So it says it's updating. Cannot update dependency. I'm not even confident that this has anything to do with the migration here. Cannot. Okay, just gotta type. Cannot update dependency. What is this? Okay, that's not. So it said it cannot update dependency. I think it just failed. It just completely failed to update the dependency, right? It's not even like the manifest still has the old version of mathlib. Yeah, not the mathlib we want. Lake update mathlib. What happens if I try like this is like essentially all that just happened is I just ran the lake update command, right? Lake update. What happens if I just run lake update? Unexpected identifier, expected command. ASOP lakefile.toml package configuration has errors. More topics. Seems like, yeah, seems like nothing happened. Seems like I'm not being able to successfully update. Package configuration has errors. Is there any recent comment? Maybe this. Okay, haha, seems like Kim is having the same issue. I tried running Lake Update in ASOP and received. Updating repository. This was yesterday. STD. Tried running Lake Update in ASOP and received. The STD package has been renamed to batteries and moved to Lean Community. Downstream packages wish to update should replace require STD in their Lake configuration file with required batteries. But I think my Lake configuration file, right, does not actually have anything of that sort, right? It just has MathLab. So there's nothing like that there. We get a million errors. There's nothing we do to help with updating imports. I wonder if this is the same error. Like the fact that ASOP was the thing that was complaining here. Successfully redirects. Yes. My local checkout of STD continues to work without changing URL. Tried running Lake updates into ASOP and received that I had to do this. After making the change, running Lake update, then Lake build, we get a million errors. We do to help with updating imports. We've just done a replacement S import STD with import batteries. Yeah. Next, there are various open statements. Open STD. Curiously, to format and format are in the STD namespace. Defined in core for some reason. Rename the stream. New stream for batteries and leave this stream for STD. Did this got merged 13 hours ago? Okay. It's a little mysterious. What is exactly happening? Lean upgrade action. This is some GitHub action. This is not what I... Maybe this is new release. This is a release of Lean. Maybe it's in MathLab? Okay, I just need to make a new issue. Start new conversation. Lake update, not working. light of the recent change from STD to batteries, I decided to try to upgrade, that's what the terminology is. Try to update MathLab for my project just to make sure that I could do so without problems. I got the following error. Lake update, yada, yada, yada. Lake update, MathLab updating repository, Lake packages MathLab. This have anything to do? My project only depends on MathLab. Directly on MathLab. Do with the migration, or is there another issue? The issue is perhaps that ASOP depends on standard. Like if I click here, Lake packages ASOP. Yeah, so I have batteries from my packages because it's transitively imported. But ASOP, if I look in the Lake file, requires standard. All right. So ASOP is a dependency of MathLab, and standards is a dependency of ASOP. So it's maybe the point that I thought that MathLab. Okay, let me just like. I was given to understand that MathLab had updated. If I look into update STD to batteries, requires batteries, requires ASOP from ASOP master. Okay, what happens if I click on what happens if I go to this ASOP? Have you updated at all? Like file? Update STD to batteries. What could the culprit be? Just a sec. Package configuration has errors. Error, unexpected identifier. In the first line of the ASOP tool file. Lakefile.toml, sorry. I mean, this is another thing, right? Lakefile.toml. Right, this is the packages, but this is not the current version of ASOP because this is another change that was made. There's lakefile.toml now instead of lakefile.lean, which is another thing. So I have a lakefile.lean, but it only has MathLab. So, like, this is what I'm sort of confused about. Is like, I feel like it shouldn't have anything to do with the migration because I only depend on MathLab, and MathLab only depends on batteries and the current version of ASOP. The current version of ASOP seems like it's been updated. Okay, I got a response. It looks more like it is due to ASOP switching from lakefile.lean to a lakefile.toml. Okay, do I have to switch? Sure. Sure. It's here. So now Kim will clone my project and fix everything for me. Hooray. Superhero emoji. Okay, this is another. See, I additionally have all sorts of weird stuff in ASOP. Like, why is this present at all? I wonder if it would be, I wonder if things would be. Okay, so this is the .lake file. This is the .lake file. What happens if I simply delete the .lake file? Why is it impossible to delete the .lake file? That is another like mystery that I slightly suspect that this is actually my fault, that it's impossible to delete this. What if I simply move this to a trash folder? That moves that away. And now, okay, but it immediately reappears. I would like to lake update. You are on lean prover lean 4 V440 RC1. Okay, well, that is a fact. That means please update my toolchain to this. Okay, cool. I'll do that. Select, paste. Sorry, it's lean for V. I need to put the V here. Save. Okay, so that works. Please update your lean toolchain to this version. Running lake update will update MathLab to the latest master relies on this. Okay, cool. Okay, well, let me just here. Let me like commit the change to the tool. Commit tool change. Sure. Okay, it sure seems like after updating, lake update is just not working at all. What happens if I try it from here? Update dependency, MathLab, proceed. Okay, I did that, and I am now getting a tool chain update, and I'm now getting this. I get the strong sense, yes. You really need something that makes it more obviously. Like, there's always a sort of sense of deja vu when I come to the forum to get things fixed for me, because I feel like I probably am going to be told, like, this is probably not the first time I've been told I need to update the lean toolchain. I don't know. Like, you can't like tell someone to do something every like 6 months, like interspersed with other random problems, and expect them to remember to that like this is a particular problem that always has to be done at a certain time. Yeah, probably need to remove lake again. Let's go ahead and do that. So closing this, lake, move to something that sort of looks like a trash folder, trash 2. And we'll try lake updating again. The project is really not set up right. Lake build does nothing. Well, yes. I mean, part of the reason for that is that I would not expect lake build to be able to like succeed. I was like, I don't know what you want me to say. It's like I did not like come into using Lean to, you know, develop software. I came in to like prove certain theorems. Like presumably what they're telling me is that um, in order for like Lake build to build anything, what has to be the case is that this file has to like import every other file. Hey, okay. It's like is the fix that I need to import many things from the all SNARKs. I do not usually do this. Like, isn't it like do I not have like a markdown file? Do I not have like a README somewhere? Where's the README? It is usually the case that VS Code shows me whatever errors exist in my code. I mean, like the better answer is if you go to like snarks dot, like probably this one. No, the def. Is this one? Don't you have to open all the files to verify that? I am very confused. Confused. How would I? How? Don't you have to open all the files to verify that? Yes. Many, like, many of the files in this project do not build. This has been the case. Been the case ever since I tried to port this thing from MATLAB 3. like, even if they did build, it could possibly take hours to do so. My experience from the lean free version. So it has not been a priority. Get the project to build in its entirety. Okay, are things working now? What's going on? Do I have batteries? Yes. Instead, I just build files one at a time by opening them or running lake build. I think this is the command. Yeah, with a specific name. Yes. Your note. Yes. Her advice seems to have worked. Because certainly my manifest is updated. My manifest is updated. Hooray. Okay, can I go to MATLAB like transformations? What do I got here? Please restart. Restart the file. What's going on? Okay, gotta close this, gotta figure out what is the problem. Yes, plenty of need to changes from a few months of MATLAB changes. Thanks a lot for your help. Yes, okay. And now all I have to do is make all of the changes. Okay, so what is it complaining about? One thing that I'm immediately noticing is that MATLAB data MV polynomial should be replaced with MATLAB algebra MV polynomial. Why don't we go ahead and do that? This should be replaced with algebra. Have I spelled algebra right? Yes. Let's go ahead and replace all. That seems right. The other thing is that I think data polynomial should be replaced with algebra polynomial. That seems like another update to do, so replace that. Cannot find some, okay. So let me restart the file. Okay, I need to restart lean. Please restart everything. Restart server. Okay, well, yeah, I just definitely built a whole bunch of MathLab files there, but things are going on. Okay. The good people on the Lean forum have helped me, and now I don't think I necessarily need to be. Yeah, I mean, like to be clear, the reason that they take hours to build is simply because it's like a very long running algorithm that runs when you try to build them. The data. MathLab data, but I thought I had gotten rid of this. No? Maybe restart the file? Okay, built all of that. Ah, and now it is trying to compile this file. Okay, what do we have? Polynomial x knee 0 has already been declared. Presumably that's because this pull request got accepted. Am I correct? Okay, man, I really need to change it so that the clicking opens in. Yeah, so this has been accepted. This is just exactly correct. So I think I can delete this. Degree of C mol LE. This is a statement. Okay, well this is the one. This is a statement. This is something. Degree of C mol LE. Yes. This is the sort of embarrassing one. So this one, they were supposed to be part of the same pull request. Application type mismatch. Okay, what's going on here? Yeah. The problem is I don't necessarily know. Make issues for these problems with your future suggestions. That would be great. I feel like this has already been done. I feel like this has certainly been like encountered before. This is like a lake issue, right? Lake should detect if the build. Yeah, this is just a second. Like before I go and update all of this, I'm going to go and like see if I have experienced this before. Like from Bolton Bailey, view messages sent. At reference lake update. Lake update. So obviously all of the recent ones. Lake update. Valid lake configuration. Ah, deja vu! Deja vu! Incredible! I was told months ago, back in September. Yes, incredible. Yeah. Copy a link to message. Okay, well, why don't I just go back and tell them that I'm dumb, but also that they should have expected that I would be dumb. Deja vu. Am remembering now that all this as happened before here. Including someone having to tell me to change the tool chain. Fulton Bay was trying to learn Lake Update. They received this output. The underlying problem is the problem was still on this. The upstream repository ASOP. Yes. Upvoting this. The as yet unported code, so that errors reflect breakages rather than just not done stuff. As yet unported code. Yeah. Like my porting process has been a little bit more complicated than this makes it out to be. It's not it's not as simple as sort of going through one thing at a time and changing things. Yes. Issue looks like a good report of what happened. Thanks for a ball forward on it. Right, comment out the as yet unported code. Errors reflect breakages rather than just not done stuff. Yes, I mean, the issue was that rather that, like, I describe it as a port, but really what I tried to do was sort of rework the entire project while I was doing this. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. As yet unported code. Right, I mean, this is a good upvote thing. I mean, I guess it's just basically what they're just saying is if you have errors, like comment them out until you don't have errors. And I guess that's sort of fine. It's sort of like, I don't know, it's like, I don't know if I necessarily want to go and have to what is my workflow supposed to be then when I'm working on this project? Like I open the project, I uncomment everything that is like that I'm working on for today. I work on it for a little while, and then at the end of the day, I like recomment it all again. I don't understand the it's like is the benefit to like the people who are like trying to like use the project supposed to be so much like so great from me just like commenting everything out that it's worth it to do that for them? I don't know. I feel like the project is better served by me just like trying to work on it as comfortably as I possibly can to get it done sooner. Yeah, it's not like anyone will ever care about this code anyway. Okay, well, this seems to be done. So we can close this for now. Right. Some map. Okay, so I think this one was not. Okay, did I change? Okay. Yes, continuing on. We were updating our code to try to make it conformant with the new version of the library. So this is 1106, but this of course was the version that did not get added because it's not sufficient to prove this for fields, or like, what am I trying to say? It was commented that this could be proved, that there's a more general theorem that holds true, and so they're not wanting to merge it until I prove that more general theorem. Which means that it means in practice that this is just going to sort of get left here. But it's still broken. Why is it broken? Application type mismatch. Degree of C mul LE. J type sigma. I guess the order of arguments changed. F. So let me read the order of arguments pretty carefully. First comes the polynomial, and then comes I, and then comes C. So I think that the point is that F is first. And I think the point here is that this is first. And now everything is fine. Cool. Already declared. Cool. Seems great. This is from some PR that got merged. Wonderful. Be deleted. Yes, like why? The key question is, why would someone ever want to build my project? It's like there's so many things that would have to be like changed about my project for it to ever be something useful enough for someone to build on. Such a useless prospect. Prod xpow. Okay, just need to like keep going here. Invalid argument name for what? No. Quality or if and only if proof expected. Prod not equals pow equals polynomial arrays. Should it be R equals F? Because it was changed. Function expected. Okay, so what's going on here? I'm proving that something is equal to this monomial. Just type this. What has been the point of my entire PhD? Having like an existential crisis now that everyone is like so offended that I can't make my code be useful to people. What would even be the point? It's just going to get like broken by some change in the change in the tool chain anyway. What is going on? Function expected. Prod xpow equals monomial. Okay, prod xpow equals monomial. Is this something that okay, so this is a lemma that I added. It's like it doesn't have any Do I just need to like delete this? Okay, now it works totally fine. Cool. Sounds good. Unexpected token. Okay. I thought this is okay. This is weird. What's happening? It seems like it's an unexpected token. Something has changed in the notation. Okay, so this is some notation that's used to represent finitely supported functions. This is meant to represent the singleton function. How would I figure out? Oh, this is sort of annoying because I don't know, like, some change has been made. Some change has been made to the notation, but I don't necessarily know how to figure out, like, how do I find where the notation has been changed? I don't even know where the notation was originally defined. It was probably just something that, like, my computer spit out at me at some point. If I copy this, does the documentation search? Fun0, parser. Yes, it's a notation for fins.single. Multiple match arms. It's a notation for update. Yes, but for some reason you are complaining. Okay, so if I just single IA, so what if I just change it to that? What if I surround this in parentheses, and I just surround this in parentheses, I delete this, and here I write finsup.single. Doesn't seem to have complained. Cool. I'll surround this in parentheses, and I'll say finsup.single. Cool. That seems to have completely fixed everything to do with this function. Hooray. Now I only have one more problem. No goals to be solved. Presumably because whatever function this is, it got added as a simp lemma. If I do simp question mark here, we can perhaps confirm that hypothesis. Yeah. Interesting. Let me just like, is this like something defined in this file? Yeah, it's a simp lemma. No, wait, it's defined. Wait, I'm still in the same file? Colf0 of not mem support. Right. Yeah, so pretty basic. It's always a little weird when it does like the downward pointing arrow. What happens if I do only? Simp only this. Or what it says, you know? Then it complains. Height mismatch. Okay, well maybe the whole point is that I should just not worry about such things. delete that. And everything should be fine. Well, we'll see if this last one. Yeah, so there's no problems with the last one either. Okay, cool. Save. Okay, so maybe, yeah, so what are we going to do? Are we just going to go through and go through file by file? Like, I don't want to like screw around with all the like large snarks because they'll take forever to debug anyway. It's not like they were necessarily working to begin with. Lists. Okay, can I restart this? Oh, I didn't mean to restart this server, but what? PathLib data list big operators basic. No such file or directory. You say there's no such file or directory. Okay. Has it been renamed? Data. What if I just go here? PathLib data list. I don't know what this could be. Okay, let's just like remove the import that's giving us trouble. And now what does it say? It says it's already declared. Cool. Some map 0. Is this, okay, so is this yet another pull request that got accepted? Yes, closed. All right, very good. Okay, so I guess the point now is that I can delete. Okay, so the real question is like, if I delete this, will I now get told that like some of the imports will be missing? I mean, so the only import that I needed was this. What file did I touch here? Data. I guess the point is that this got moved somehow. So obviously this happened, but then it was moved. Okay, so maybe the point, yeah, the point is that this already exists. Is to find algebra list operators list basic. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it was another thing that EL moved. Okay, so in this case, I'm just going to delete this file. Delete, because I've already added it. Move to trash. All right, we've got another one. Okay, so no. This is the file that I already ran. Just restart file, just to like confirm that this, yeah, we already fixed this file. But we're just going to like make sure we didn't break anything. That's cool. What do we have here? Mul mod by monic. Did I successfully get this one added? What is mul by? Okay. Eq0 if divid. Mul self mod by monic. So this whole thing got renamed to mul self mod by monic. Okay, so what we want is this. The important thing to do now is to rename every instance of this with the other one. Rename. Restart server. has already been declared. Cool. That basically means that we can delete this file now. Delete the file. Move to the trash. Okay. Now we have this one. Restart the file. Let's see what happens. MathLab algebra polynomial div. No such file or directly. Formal SNARKs project to mathlab.lists. Yeah, the point is that we figured out that this was unknown constant. Yes, so now I'm experiencing errors because I deleted something that I had imported. There's not. I need even more monitor. I need to go to the docs. Google. This one. Unlike Koi. Okay, I deleted it, so it's gonna be in like my trash or something. The file that I deleted. I'm gonna assume that it's MathLab data fun like basic, maybe. Import mathlab.data.funlike.basic. I was going to compile all that. That didn't fix it. Ugh, it's not that long of proof. What is that? Can I just do exact? Will you tell me what it is? Okay, so that's what had to happen there. Tactic rewrite failed. Equality or if and only if proof expected. Unknown constant. Conger funlike.congerfun. Okay, so this changed from funlike Koi to defunlike Koi. So maybe this one changed from funlike congerfun to defunlike congerfun. Yes. Wonderful. Can restart this file. Cool. Sounds fun. And then there's one other one. Ooh, wait, why did that open over there? I want it over here. Okay, so this is another one that got added as a part of this pull request, which is a pull request that's still open. Yes, the contents of this file are still in the process of being pull requested. But it said I can at least fix this deprecation warning. I can fix this with this. Okay, cool. So that's the to MathLab part. Let's see what happens here. Restart file. Okay, complaining. No such file or directory. Data list big operators basic. We decided, okay, where is it? Where is that being imported? We decided that this was now MathLab algebra list big operators basic. Instantiation. Okay, I think, sorry, but wait, let me just confirm. If I go to MathLab, I can go to algebra, Algebra, big operators. I'm confused. It obviously got moved. There's no list here. What? Okay, so it's complaining about this one. It's complaining about AGM per system instantiation. So why don't I just go there? Restart file. List big math5 data list big operators basic failed. Okay. Let's not use that one then. Everything seems to build. Okay, cool. Okay, so what if I now go back over here and I restart this file again? Everything in this file is building. Cool. So everything down here is building. This is just sort of like random tactic stuff. Okay, so what happens if I go, say, to this one? This is like the sort of top level file that I would most want to build. Ugh. Delete everything. Close all. Possible. The one that I most want to mount is this one. And if I restart the file, it complains. Okay, so I need to open the info view, see what it complains about. Formal stars project defs. Okay, can I go to definition? This one apparently imported some listing. So this one got deleted, right? The point is that this one got deleted. Use restart file. Build all the MATLAB stuff. Cases or use this. Sorry. Yes, I should just go and delete that, whatever it is. It's probably some like test. What are you complaining about now? This is another thing that Mulbimonic, yes, this is another thing that no longer needs to exist because this also got deleted, right? I mean, what I should do is make sure that this has been done for the entire project. Let's watch this. Okay. What happened? What happened this time? What the fuck? Pretty much useless. Cases or. Okay, let's just go to cases or. This is the one that seems to be complaining so much. Not that. It's going to be in here. It's going to be this one. It's going to be this jank modification of an existing tactic. Start. No, this one is totally fine. So what are you complaining about? I need to... Can I mouse over? don't know what's... This is so hard to find what's wrong. I don't need I don't need like literally thousands of lines of things that it told me that it built just before to scroll through before it tells me what's wrong. Okay, warning, uses SNARKs, but where's the error? Error, soundness prover .lane. Okay, obviously the issue is here in this file. Okay. Possible to manage this. Okay, yeah, obviously lots of errors here. What are you doing? Invalid field notation. I wonder if this is some like issue with the thing that the integral domain tactic is supposed to be doing. This is a bit mysterious. C as a constant has typed this. Is it complaining about any.def here? What happens if I delete this line? Okay, everybody is happy. But I'm not happy because now my thing has fewer. I mean, it's the point. What happens if I like search for any.def in the... Theorem, ne.def. A not equal to B is equal to not A equals B. Yeah. What happens if I do any.def over here? Does not seem to know what is going on. MATLAB init logic.lane. Any.def. Is this on the master branch though? 7 months ago. Is it the case? So what has happened here? Like considering the possibility, okay, so we're on line 59 of MATLAB init logic. If I go to master, I see no such thing. I'm considering strongly the possibility that what they have done is they have redefined the notion of like not equals to be like a notation, maybe. Let me go back to the Zulip and see if there's any like discussion of this. All right, this is more stuff. No, this isn't my problem. Okay, let me see. Sorry. Okay, so this is good because this is actually good. It's not throwing an error here. Look, this is the actual like system of equations that you need for Groth 16 itself, um, and it's working fine. It's interesting that this polyrith call is not working. Polyrith not find any relevant hypotheses. What is going on here? I have A times B equals 0. I have C times D plus B equals 0. Right, so either A is 0 or B is 0. Now if B is right, so if A is 0, then the conclusion is true. Otherwise B is 0. If B is 0, then this is true, and either C or D is 0. Now if C is 0, the conclusion is true, so therefore assume D is 0. Now we have E times F equals 0. If E equals 0, then the conclusion is true, so assume F is 0. F being 0, we have G times H equals 0. I see what I can sort of, this is all something that I constructed here. If we have F is 0, then F times H is 0. We have G times H. If G, then we're done. So assume H is 0, and we have I times J, at the end of which we get 0. Now, my understanding is that this is something that polyrith is supposed to be able to prove. So maybe the people who run polyrith might be interested in this? Maybe? Yeah, fascinating. It's definitely sort of weird that there's both an R and an F in the arguments here. I don't know what that's about. Did not find any relevant hypotheses. What is polyrith supposed to do? Attempts to prove polynomial equality goals through polynomial arithmetic on the hypotheses, and additional proof terms if the user specifies them. Okay, let's just go, let's do a theoremectomy here. Let's go to the live, let's go to the thing that is the format, the web editor, because the web editor is where we go when we make MWEs. That's where the MWEs all end up. So import MathLab. The next thing I will do is set a example. F is a type, and it has the field property, field F. Polyrith. Attempts to prove polynomial equality goals. And it's telling me that it's not working. Try this, ring and F. No. This is something that in theory should work. I mean, like, now I'm like trying to remember. It's like it may be that this is something that intentionally didn't work because I was like sort of probing polyrith. And I've previously sort of concluded that polyrith is not necessarily that strong. What happens if I um, what happens if I delete this? Okay, even more minimal working error. We simply have rationals. Okay, let me go a bit farther. Right, so we ended up with this. What happens if we delete a single round? Still not finding any relevant hypotheses. Right, so sorry, like going through the logic of everything. A times B equals 0, so assume B equals 0. C times D equals 0, so assume D equals 0. E times F equals 0, so assume F is 0. Like what happens if like assume F is 0? What happens if we like just assume F is 0? F is 0. F is 0. This gets deleted. G times H. G times H. H plus I equals 0. Okay, cancel. No, don't let him. Okay, this can just be G equals 0. Polyrith did not. Okay, polyrith is still not finding anything. Let's delete the G equals 0 part. Okay, that's strange. No, wait, we have this. What? What's going on? Does polyrith require arguments now, or relevant hypothesis in the local context? What is exactly going on here? G equals 0. Polyrith. No goals. No goals. Polyrith. I'm confused. We start here. No goals. Polyrith did not find any relevant. Okay. We're going to change this to B equals 0. And this will be A times B equals 0. We'll delete all of these. We'll put this here. We'll put this here. Sort of strange that it says no goals afterwards. I feel like it doesn't usually say that when it encounters an error. So just be H, B equals 0, polyrith. Okay. Are they having like problems with polyrith? Let me polyrith. Okay. Polyrith. This is not a math thing, sorry. This is a lean MATLAB 4 thing. MATLAB 4, polyrith fails on simple goal. Working in the editor. I get an error on the following simple goal. Is no, not this one. This one. Is there something wrong going on here? B equals 0. Yeah, A and B are field elements. If B equals 0, then A times B equals 0. Just delete a bunch of random unneeded tabs. Ah. Wow, so apparently Firefox does not have the feature where you can just like delete by just clicking up in one place. It's a little annoying. A times B equals 0. What happens if I do A times 0? Because you would think it would be B times 0 and then you multiply A on the left. Polyrith did not find any. I'm going to edit this and say save. Okay. Yeah, not sure what's going on there. Not sure what's going on here. In theory, I'm testing something that is not something that I wrote, so I don't really know why I was testing it in the first place. Maybe the solution is just to delete and move on. Does my own code, like this seems like something that Polyrith did not find any relevant hypotheses. Okay, so I think like regardless of all of this, one like prudent move seems to be to put in a little test file. And so I have soundnessprover.lean. Now I will make new file soundnessprover test.lean. Because I want this file to contain what is currently present in this test section. So I will select all of this, move it. Now I will place it here. It will be critical to import Formal SNARKs project soundness tactic soundness prover. Import Formal SNARKs. What is going on? Oh, yeah. Are there build failures here? What's going on? Can I restart this file? Formal SNARKs project, soundness tactic, soundnessprover.lean. No problems building. Restart file. What is it? Did I misspell it? Soundness tactic. Wonderful. Okay, cool. Restart the file. However many times you want to restart it. It's just fun to watch it go through the entire MATLAB like in the blink of an eye. Right, so it has a problem there. Not exactly sure what the issue is. It's things like this, like It's like, yes, it is not the case that all of my files in my project build because there is a, because there is a, there's like a tactic here that I'm calling that is not written by me, but I call it just to test it so that I can have an analogous test between one tactic and the other tactic. And the MATLAB tactic is the one that's failing. So I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do about that. Um, so like the idea that all of the files in a project should always build all the time is one that I'm not sure that I endorse, unless I'm like literally have my CI and I'm willing to like purge every single esoteric tactic call. Okay, I wonder what's going on in this file now. So the reason that this file was not building before was because there was some like ne.def thing. Okay, funlike. So funlike has become defunlike apparently. So this is the definition file. That looks cool. Yeah, so here's like a few. Here's what we're gonna do. This file no longer exists. This file no longer exists. So here are a few things that we're gonna do using the massive find and replace functionality. Every time we see this, we are going to replace it with this with 2 comment markers in front. Replace all. Furthermore, whenever we see something like this, we're going to replace it with the same, but again with 2 comment markers in front. Replace all. A further thing that we are going to do is whenever we see funlike, we are going to replace it with defunlike. Replace all of these. And I think that one unfortunate consequence is that I have introduced some of these, so I'll undo those. Funlike renamed defunlike. Okay, apparently it just like stops. Apparently it kills the server every time I do like a massive find and replace. That's sort of funny that it can't handle that. What is it complaining about now? MATLAB data defunlike basic. No such file, apparently. Okay, so maybe I regret going that hard. Maybe instead of that, it should be just this. Replace. Now let me restart the file. We'll see what happens. Rebuilds all of MATLAB, very good. And it starts building things. Cool, and it basically seems to succeed. So the other thing is, can I get like the soundness to build? What is it going to complain about? Okay, it builds all of MATLAB. The only other thing it imports is def. So in theory, that should be fine as well. And now you've just got to compile this massive theorem, which will take on the order of a few minutes, because that's how long it always takes. But besides that, it should be basically fine. Right, polywidth is what generated these things. Has anyone commented on my... What is the problem with polywidth? This was in MATLAB 4. Not sure what's going on. Yeah, let me just like go over this old thread. I've just run Lake Update on my project, which depends on MATLAB. I then ran Lake Etch-a-Cache get to get the MATLAB cache, but I can't compile anything. How do I get MATLAB to work again? Purge the cache. Did you update your own lean toolchain file? If this is necessary, Lake Update should do it for me. Yes. Well, that's not the case. Please follow the instructions. Okay. It's like, yes, I did not actually realize that instead of like literally going here and clicking on the like command that literally says update dependency. No, actually, this is totally not going to work for you. What you need to do is psychically know that there's some like website in existence that explains how like all of the steps that you have to take to actually update your thing. You have to go to that website and follow all of those steps. Then I purged the cache and then it worked. Yes, a complete what even is a tool chain? I still don't know. A complete installation of a compiler and related tools. I tried so hard. Like now that I remember this, I tried so hard to sort of try to internalize the lesson, but it still didn't like stick because I don't update my code every week. How should I know that I have to update the toolchain? At the very least, there should be a message. If you hamstring the link for the immediate requirement. Right. Even though their different packages are not MATLAB, they still have dependencies, right? And they're still being built they're all in the same environment. They're all presumably being built by the same compiler. Right. Project A has dependencies B, C, D. My understanding is the code Project A is supposed to be able to call code for projects B, C, and D. B, C, and D have all been compiled by different toolchains. I assume their binaries are all in different formats, and A will not be able to use them. Lake Manifest doesn't pull in compiled artifacts for typical BCD, only the source code. If you are not using Lake Cache, then no compiling is happening anywhere on your machine. Has a different lean toolchain than its source repository. Yes, but there should be a warning about that. Things either break or don't break when you compile. So if that is going to cause my code to break, there should be something that tells me that it's going to break. I got some message of some kind. How do I? It succeeds if you undo 12, 1, 12, 5, 8. Huh. Yes. Well, good to know that like updating math. Yeah. Was there some MATLAB 4 issues? Is there some issue about polyrith? The problem is it's not sufficient. Like I do all this complaining, and it's really sort of pointless complaining because it doesn't matter if no one makes. It's like in order for anything to actually get fixed, someone has to actually do work, right? And I can't, I can't just make people do the work to fix whatever this problem is. Yeah, that's the like the vein of open source development is you like actually need people to do things, I guess. Well, this is still running. Don't remember what time it was when I started running it. It generally does take quite a while to run though. Which is like, again, part of the reason why yeah. Right. Sitting here alone in my apartment, I'm inclined to make like snide, hurtful comments about how maybe if if MATLAB is constantly like breaking polyrith, then maybe it would be good for my code not to, you know, not to like try to build things. This one. I guess it doesn't like it's not like totally critically dependent on polyrith because I've actually done the good thing and I've replaced the polyrith call with a call to linear combination. It would just be nice if polyrith were in pure lean rather than like being a sage call or whatever it is. Ring failed. Ring expressions not equal. RIP. Well, at least it got to this point. That's something. I mean, like basically, what happens if I happens if I try to like render the proof state here? Is it still like still like two goals? It says it's one goal here. Okay, no, it's actually like totally broken in a different way. This is not how the proof state should look. Okay. What could be causing this problem? Right. What is going on? I'm pretty sure this save tactic does not necessarily do anything. The point is that by this point, This code is always such a nightmare to work with. Partially because it's just so fucking slow. Yeah, see, this is where I got that like notation from. I must have copied and pasted something like this. The window is not responding. Yeah. Well, when the window ceases to respond, there's nothing to do other than close it. It just totally let me see if I can like reopen it. Just getting even like a single thing to compile is so painful. And open this. Yeah, it just needs to be like so much more performant. Like you can't just like be like fucking glitching out all the time while I'm trying to actually do something. If I let this build again, it's just gonna shit the bed again. Jesus. Okay, let's like close this before it kills itself. Okay, what do I want to do? Where? I just want to like see what the Okay, like it might shit the bed again, but I have to like see what is going wrong here. What I should do? What I should do is like say like done here. That is like how you traditionally like make it stop thinking. Yes. shouldn't be taking this long. I at least get it to like. Though, why is the info view so broken? Toggle the info view. I have to like restart. Sorry, let me like restart the server because the info view is obviously not aware of anything that's going on here. It's just totally empty. Look at this. Oh my god, why? It's just, there's nothing to be done. It's just like totally broken. Ugh, so much of this software in this project is. Okay, what if I like try and close and reopen again? Close like even like when I try to like switch to like switch out of full screen mode, it's sort of a slow and glitchy VS Code. Don't know what I can do to make it less glitching out. I can't even like drag it around, like so I like drag and like it doesn't work. Like drag. I can't drag the window around. I don't know like it's incredible to me that that even has anything to do with VS Code. You know, it's like when I drag something, that should be like a question like is my operating system working properly? Is it really that this is so badly like that it works so badly that it like reaches out and screws over my operating system that it can't like properly move windows around? I don't I don't okay. Tactic apply failed. Failed to unify. Okay, this is interesting because I feel like I wasn't getting that before. But still, the lean info view is just not working. The window is not responding. Can I reopen the window? Starting lean language client, lean info view, but there's nothing inside the info view. They can't even make a extension that like provides information to the screen. They can't even. I'm being total asshole to the developers of this extension, but how am I supposed to debug this if I can't see the info view? How am I supposed to like? I'm genuinely at a loss. What if closing the window and restarting the entire? I just need to quit VS Code. That's what I need to do. I need to like quit VS Code and maybe like please quit and then reopen VS Code. Okay, this is the project. Yeah. Okay, now I have the info view back. Failed to unify. All self mod by monic. What is the state here? T times something. That's so obviously it's in the wrong order. Is it needs to be like self mull or something? Okay, so that seems to have fixed that at least. Unsolved goals. Yes. Unsolved goals. I mean, now I'm like totally mystified as to why it was like building earlier because I feel like I had like made that change and it still like managed to like run through the entire file and compile it. I thought, like, I mean, it ran through the compile It ran through the file. It seems like it compiled all of it. Then it like crashed. Obviously, it was like working with a different version of like the surrounding files, I guess, I think. Okay, let's see how long it takes to like get to this point where it says done and should be like stopped. Okay, well that's going. I'm going to quickly like get more water and stuff. I'm just gonna take off the headphones. Yeah, the mic still works even if I take them off. Okay. Okay. Still going, are we? That's not good. I feel like this is a part of the code that should not take this long to do this. 106. It still hasn't updated. Ugh. Why is this taking forever? I worry that something has gone horribly wrong. Okay, we just have to do like binary search with the dones here. Can I like restart the file, please? I wish it would. I sort of wish it would like remove the old, right? It's like it's complaining about something it sees on line 106, which is the previous like message that from the last time I had a done statement there. But now that's not there, and I wish this old error message would go away. Am I insane? Just like, you are done. Stop. Okay, unsolved goals, fine. If I put a little done marker here, unsolved goals, great. If I put a little done marker here, unsolved goals. What about here? Done. Takes a little bit longer, but it can't cope with this. I'm doing simp rather than simp only here. Is that an issue? What if I do simp only? Done. Now, okay, so what, like, is there some sort of like cycles like that has been introduced here? Oh no. Right. Simp made no progress. Okay. So when we do here, this is like the Gras 16 that we put in. The point okay, what happens if I like do simp here? Obviously simp made no progress. What I want to do is unfold list.map. I just have a bunch of explicit lists that I want to like evaluate things on. Like, what is the there should be a name for that tactic. This takes forever. Sorry. No, that makes no progress. The issue is that things are not... Okay, what happens if I call simp now? Because this is where simp was presumably doing something. Simp also made no progress here. But if I delete the only here, it takes forever. Elaboration interrupted. Okay, let me try restarting the file. Everything's so fragile. Nothing can change at all in one of these systems without everything breaking. Like, how many months? How many months has it been since I can tell what the last time I updated MathLab was because I made the same. All I have to do to figure out what was the all I have to do. Okay, it was in lake update not working. I posted like the last time I did this. It was in September. Okay, so it's been like, 9 months. 9 months since I last updated things, and like everything is broken, I guess. Yeah, so like things are trying to work, but they're definitely not working. And I want to say done here, and it'll be complaining at me. Okay, the fundamental thing is how do I get rid of this? How do I like evaluate? Sorry, I want to do like simp only and try and understand what's going wrong. So I do simp only, like some map add. So I'm doing like list, for example, list.map, all of these list.map calls. What is list.some map add? List.map map this. Map. I can see that there's like some list here, right? There's like a list. I have this list. Okay, so here I have a call to list.map. I'm calling this function on what I guess is I'm appending, what am I appending here? List.map on of something on something else, right? Yeah. G2 index B. I don't remember how this worked before. And like, because it was like a simp in the middle of my thing, I should have known that like having a simp in the middle of my thing that wasn't a simp only. It was just like a simp here. Or no, yeah, here. It was like, it was a simp rather than a simp only, and now I don't know what the issue is. Some like additional simp lemma has been added and it's destroying. It's just so frustrating that like I can like complete a proof, and then because like some tactic, right, some like small thing will change, and then some tactic that was taking care of something that I didn't even know was a problem, like suddenly becomes a problem, and I have to like deal with it. It makes it so hard to like maintain code. You should just like, this is why nothing can exist outside of MATLAB. Like nothing in Lean can exist outside of MATLAB, because only with the like cooperation of the MATLAB continuous integration system can anything like be known to not break anything when you change it. And like that way you make it the responsibility of the person making the change. Yeah, so like such a pessimistic outlook for Lean as an ecosystem that this has to be the case. And it makes me think more that like the unison style approach is right. It's like, I just don't update your code, right? Never let anything break. You just gotta not make breaking changes. Yeah, so tricky. The main thing I'm interested in is like what changes. It just highlights the whole thing. It doesn't really tell me in specific what changes. Some map add. I think that, so I map this function onto. Is there a lemma called like list.mapAppend? I wonder if the issue Google. So there's some lemma list map append, which tells me that if I map, okay, it's insane to me that map append does not give me. Really? Map append. That's such a simple lemma that's so obvious what is meant. It's like, if I map a function onto an append of two lists, that's the same as mapping the function onto the lists individually. Is that really not a lemma? Is there really not a lemma with the name list.mapappend? Okay, we're going to go to the docs and make sure. Really? Oh, I fucking hate that it does that. I hate that it takes me... Ugh, docs 4. It's like... Ugh. Okay. Map append. List map append. See? What the fuck? List map append. Does it not search anything other than MATLAB? Why does this not give me the lemma that I asked for? List.mapappend. It's a simp lemma. Is it not applying here? Okay, let me just... Seems like this is something that... Yeah, okay, so obviously it's not applying here because I've switched it to simp only. Perhaps this is the issue. Because I have a map applied to what definitely looks like an append. Sorry, the sum... I'm summing over something else, right? I'm summing over it ultimately. But it's definitely... Yeah, so list.mapappend. Okay. Let's see what happens here. So I added that to the list of things that I was simping with. This .map. Looks like I'm not doing that anymore. But I need to be simplifying things more. So right now I have list.map. SRS LM. The problem is I know the constructor. I don't know how this was being simplified away before. See, I can tell that right here I'm using the xpow constructor. So in theory, I should be able function.comp. Function.comp. Okay, is there something called map? I'm trying to do this. List.map. List.map GFL is to gcompfl. This could be the reason why function.comp was used here. Here's a comment, right? If I do a simp only call, this would be so nice actually. If when I make a simp only call, it would show me the unused, like if there's any unused. This is, I mean, it's sort of related to the things that I tried to produce with the like unused lemma linter, right? Like when I run simp only, what I would like to do is if it doesn't use one of the lemmas, I would like a little underlined yellow squiggle similar to the unused like argument linter. I would like an unused tactic linter for my simp only calls. That's such a good idea. I'm gonna like write that down. Blog. Let's full screen this. Sorry, wait. Like, okay, so here I am in my like huge list of complaints about MATLAB, but this is just a feature ecosystem suggestion. Right. It's like this, I mean, it's sort of related to this one. There should be a linter that highlights in yellow any call in a simp only that is not used. Any lemma. I think that, yeah, it's like, would require more work to do, but seems useful. Okay, I think that the reason that this is not working is that I need list.map_map. And that is the reason why list function.comp is here, potentially, like function.comp. Yeah, okay, still not quite doing what I want. Let's like continue to search. List.map, so here I have another application of list.map. I've just appended a whole bunch of list.maps. C match I with. What's going on here? Fun X, which maps. Wait, where is I defined? Match I. Oh, sorry, wait, so are we mapping this onto, wait, what is this? What is the top level function here? That's another sort of annoying thing, is like it's too large to like there's too much. I want to like see what's going on here. List.map fun x C0. And maybe the point is that this is just a function all of whose outputs are equal to 0. Possibly. I don't know if that's necessarily it. Like here, for example. Match I. I need to find where the I is defined. Match I. All of these I's here. Match I, match I, match I. List.map fun I. Seems like this could be the like high level function. Just need to like copy and paste the output. Copy and paste the output, I'll be able to match parentheses. But you see this like stupid like maneuvers I'm reduced to? I have to like, I literally have to like copy and paste into a new file just so that I can like see what's going on. No language server found, cancel. So like match I. Okay, so that highlights this one. Yes, it highlights in gray this particular one. So it's being mapped over those. Maybe the point is I need something like list.mapcons or something. Sorry, what else does it? List.map, no, sure. Just like suggest a bunch of other lemmas. I don't think that that's right. It has interpreted this as cock apparently, which is funny. Okay, so now it's done. Still having issues. With a bunch of like listing, like I mean, I assume that these bad boys are simp lemmas. Yeah, it looks like they are. Yeah. Map append. Just like inspiration here. Map. Lots of map lemmas. This is why this is like, this feels like another instance of like a tactic that I suggested at one point that was going to be called like push, right? So there's this push neg tactic, which if you have a negation, it pushes it to the leaves of the syntax tree. And I thought like, okay, why can't we have that for other things? Like for example, map, right? I want to push the map to the leaves of the syntax tree using a variety of lemmas as we see here. Seems achievable. Okay, we have to figure out what's going on. I think we just like solved the issue that we were, okay, let's not save that. What looks to be the issue here is that I have map some function dot sum. So it looks like this is a sum of an append, list.append sum. Maybe I should be thinking about sum append, maybe sum append list.sum append. We probably want some nil as well. And also list.sumComs. Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, what is it? Data, algebra, big operators, list basic. I wonder if the, like, maybe the whole issue is that I'm not importing those. It's definitely like chugging along for longer. If it hasn't, you know, like there's also the possibility that it's just like dead again. Let me like look at the very end. Can I scroll all the way to the end? Yeah, at the end I'm just like summing something. Fun X is this. This is the fin range and var sum. I'm also feeling that like perhaps I should be splitting these up into like separate simp calls. So like I have this unsolved goals, it says. But it's so long now that it's not working. Windows not responding, yeah. So discouraging that like I can't it's like it can't like work. Like, no matter what I do, my project is just gonna like, you know, take forever and it's always gonna break. It's always gonna break. Every time I try to update, it's always gonna be impossible to so this has to be closed. Oh no. I want to know like what I'm doing wrong that my projects always work this way. Is there's like some like, you know, principle of good coding that I'm not adhering to? Okay, we have to fucking reopen it. Not that one. We want to reopen the project we were working on. Okay, what happens if we like try and like split this up, you know? Simple like this, add this. We have simple here. It's like the rest of this, it has to do with put like a done here. Okay, like, well, I mean, one thing that we should do first of all is make sure that like yeah, okay, we can do this. And then what we would like to do, yeah, let's delete the sums, because we had this working, right? C0. It's like always another like nightmare of like, oh, can I like simplify these things away? It's just some like massive rewrite system. Move negations to the bottom. Could that be like an issue? Why am I seeing like a C -1 here? The thing is that like I sort of suggested to myself, what do these lemmas do? Sum map mole right. Is this something that I've defined myself? Right. So if I'm multiplying something and then I take a sum, then it's the same as extracting. Yeah, it's like an algebraic operation. Sum map mole right. Just have this very large sum here. If I put my cursor afterward, yeah, I was not intending to like bum myself out so much with this upgrade. Like people want to know why I like why I upgrade my projects so infrequently. It's because doing so makes me want to do bad things. C1, like constant, 0. These things can be simplified away. Sum append. Map. Sorry, what is this list.map? It's like we're list.mapping some and wit. Such like large things to chew through. So many like zeros in the resulting. I feel like, so I mean it was a simp call originally, so I feel like what am I getting a message about now? What time is it? 9:40? Is this the message I just got? You need to import things in foo.lane. Yes. I mean, I think I demonstrated that I would like that I knew the fact. I happen to know the fact that if I import every file in my project using foo.lane, like in foo.lane, then like those things will be built. What is this? Okay. I think you mean lane 4. Sorry. A common user error in a project foo is to neither modify foo.lane to import their interesting files. Only discoverable. Yeah. I mean, it's like I'm pretty sure it's the case that it's literally just hello world, right? In my like formal is, yeah, it's a hello world. I mean, so the issue is not that I like don't know this. It's just that I literally do not care. I literally do not give a fuck. Yeah, I do not care that I don't import anything. Sorry. Okay. Yes, clicking somewhere. Okay, so I had simp, and I'm observing. Okay, what I'm observing here is lots of like C0 times something. Which would in theory be solved by adding some things to this simp call. Like, okay, so if I'm here, what happens if I now say simp? Maybe, yeah, simp at EQN. Maybe that was the issue. Was I saying simp before when I should have been, all of my simp calls should have been simp at EQN? That seems like a strong possibility. Function.comp. What do I have now? Okay, this is more manageable, right? This seems good. And of course, there's still some like maps. But that is how it's supposed to be. Like, it's ultimately supposed to be the case that there's some maps in the result. What happens if I now comment out? And like, furthermore, what happens if I fucking see what the simp calls I made are? I'm so curious. Because this operation, I think, was getting rid of, like, yeah, map one, singleton append, all of these things. Yeah, just like massive capability to like simplify. Okay, so that's like, okay, this is like where you're getting janker and janker, but we're only putting simp onlys because that's how we feel things should be done. Right. Now, is it the case that we're getting everything out of the sums that we're supposed to be getting out? So here we have, here for example, we have like a list map sum. Sum over function b, constant b, yeah, that makes sense. Here, function b, yeah, so constant over b, that's fine. Right. I mean, like the structure of T is not, like I feel like I've unfolded T here somehow. I basically want to forget about the structure of T at some point. Like, I don't know if it's like, if it's necessary here. Intro T. Right, so like there's some like, I need to use the fact that it's monic maybe, but how do you forget? How do you forget? I want to forget. I want to forget this, like, I want to forget everything to the right of this part. How do I do that? Sorry. Just to like sort of confirm though, like that is sort of what's happening, right? I think there's a times T here. Sorry, is it in the equation? Does T appear in equation? I don't know if it does. I simplify that away. I simplify the equation. Oh, come now, come now. Yeah, sure looks like I have T here, which I did not want. The window is not responding again. Okay. Close the window. Reopen the window. Put in a little done here. Okay, so at least it knows that it's, yeah, that it hits a wall there. Right. because the t is somehow involved in the definition. Let t equal this. Yeah, there's like some philosophy that says that I should just like if I go all the way back to the definition file, for example, I see that t is present here. All of this random stuff. I guess it's like here, for example. I have list.map fun I with this, but I see in the middle here I have an x. Which I shouldn't have. Because it should get extracted. The point is that it should get extracted. The point is that it, in fact, should get extracted by this part. No, so that's fine. If I comment this part out too, just a whole bunch of like random stuff here. Some replicate. I'm a little confused by this statement, in fact. I'm saying that I'm moving negations to the bottom. Am I not moving negations to the top with these two calls? Did it change? Who knows? They look like they're in the right place. It should be at the top, right? That's the desirable one. Okay, what happens if I like delete this and I try like this, for example? I have a bunch of monomials. Monomial mul. So this is good though. I'm supposed, like, the fact that I have monomial mul here like tells me that I am in fact just using monomials, right? So I'm converting x to monomial. Everything here makes sense. I have a bunch of monomials that I will then carry out operations on. Everything seems correct. Okay, comment those out. And what if I say done down here? See if like the proof proceeds to this point. I don't necessarily see. I don't know if this is right. Ugh, it's so hard. difficult when it's just a huge wall of text. I'm spending so much more time on this than I intended it tonight. I have like other things to get to. Ugh. So what do you like? What do you say at this point? Put my cursor there and hope that nothing crashes. And at this point, I'm feeling more and more likely that I'm going to crash everything. Whatever. Can I like close and reopen it? It's like interesting to sort of think of the analogies between this project and the newer project. Because like in the newer project, it's also the case that the hard part is not actually like proving the theorem. The hard part is wrangling the stupid context until it's in a like easy form. You would think that yeah, like simplifying things is just a hard thing to do. Okay, so it's completed. It knows there are unsolved goals, but isn't going to be able to display that fact. Yeah, it's not possible to get it to like this is the point where I usually have to do like build close. It's going to, so no, I can't, no, you can't keep going. Stop. Like the main thing. How long have I been at this? Ugh, like 3 hours. I just like, I should try running it from the terminal because that works better sometimes. I gotta delete this. Don't try and like do any InfoView related things. I just want to do like Lake build
this come up? Question mark out of question mark. Are these all warnings? Okay. Just a whole bunch of things. Unsolved goals, lean 26, 126.2. Okay, four-letter word here. Let's just confirm. Soundness dot lean 126. Yeah, there's a done here when there shouldn't be. Cool. Computing build jobs, bunch of unused variable warnings. Unused variables false, right? What is if the essential reason that those unused variables are present? It's because it's good to like remember what the variables are that they aren't used, just to like keep everything uniform. Right, so now it's building soundness. And this will take some time, because I think I removed all of the dones, right? I removed all of the dones. And then in theory, integral domain tactic closes everything. Yeah, such bad practice to... Yeah, I guess it all comes from like leaving a simp in the middle. I mean, yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, this is gonna take some time. As I recall, like running the full one takes like 3 minutes or so. Where did the yes, like should give a warning. Interesting files. I don't know. See, I don't know if I've done anything wrong here. I don't like the implication that I like fucked something up because I don't want to import files that like take minutes and minutes to build. Right? If anything, I would be like doing my users a disservice by like implying that they have to build the entire thing just to like inspect a particular snark that they're interested in. Use globs. What? Use globs to tell lake build to build everything. Any of the files in this project do not build. Yeah, but like... Okay. How are things going over here? Build failed. Maximum recursion depth has been reached. Do I not set the heartbeats? Where did it fail? Okay. It said it called some integral domain dagdic. Then sound is not lean 268 is where it failed. Okay, so this like succeeded, and it was simply the like linear combination that failed. At least that's what it's claiming to me. Tactic simp failed. Does simp get called by linear combination? Okay, well, whatever. I mean, it would make sense that this would succeed anyway, but I'm not exactly sure what the problem is for now. Okay. Cool. This was a great idea, updating my code. I'm so happy I did it. Yay. Updated code, MathLive, whatever. MathLive version. Broke everything. Yes, everything is broken. Now at least the people who read the commit message will know not to use this code. Great. Well, very fun. Maybe I'll close this window and do. There was like some other small things. MathLive 4. Take me to the GitHub page for MathLive 4, please. Thank you. Did any of mine like pull? I feel like I saw one get a merge conflict on it. Yes, so maybe I'll just fix this. The real question is, why would I like contribute to a project that is so hard to use at all? But the issue is presumably with STD. Yes. Right. There's a merge conflict because this STD thing got changed. So wait, I'm here in MathLive. I can pull things. I can go to format table. And I can pull from origin master. And it will complain that this is where this is. Right, so if I accept both changes, the point is that it needs, I accept both changes, but the point is that batteries lane neutral path is this, right? So I could have just accepted the incoming change, I think. I think it only like complained at all because commit, sync. I think that's fine now. Like I can restart lane or something and lake configuration file changed. Restart file. Computing build jobs question mark out of question mark. I've never seen that before. It's like sort of funny. Yeah, but this entire thing built, so it's all copacetic. Okay, I'm gonna edit this though, because now that it like I might as well edit this. It could be a little bit clear here. As a program, make format output in markdown to apply format, without specifying alignments for its columns. Factors, the table output of longest pole dot lane. Using this, like it lives in the same directory as longest pole. Not sure what the best like home for it is. Maybe the reviewer will have an opinion. And hopefully the bot will remove. Yes, but I did this, and now it is critical for me again to use the bench command. Presumably the merge conflict marker will get removed automatically. All right, that seems good. And that also seems good for one evening.